Hello everybody, it's Scott with ST Vapes, and we're going to be looking at a new mod today. Just got it in a couple of days ago, the Sigelei 75 watt temp control device. It's pretty nice. Got one flaw to it, but other than that it's pretty nice. Been messing with it now, like I said, for a couple of days. Tried to run it in both temp and power mode, giving it its run, with battery and all that. It is running on a single 18650 battery, so there's where my little flaw is going to be in all this. But like I said, I'll get to that a little later. But so far, I've really been enjoying the device, and I've pretty much run the hell out of it. So for what time I've had it, they're fairly new out on the market too. So not a whole lot of places right now have this in stock, or they're only giving you the option of one color. I happen to get mine in the silver. They're offering it in the silver and black. And I guess just to go into a little quick detail on it, they make this, like I said, in a silver and a black, but they also offer on the doors a copper finished one, and that is on pre-order at one site. I seen that on Vape NW. Haven't seen it anywhere else, so it might be a little. I don't think it's going to be a special run. I just don't think it's out in circulation yet. I'm also hearing that there's the possibility that they might do some type of pearl doors to these, just, jazz them up a little bit or whatever. But I guess that'll be down the pike and we'll find out. But I purchased this one at Longhorn Vape Company. First time I ever dealt with this vendor. They're in Texas. Actually, I think they have a few locations, but the one I purchased, this one, was out of Texas. Just happened to run across them in a Google search. Never heard of them before, but they've got a pretty nice site. Real good prices. And if you do a little registration on their website, you'll get a 10% off, your first purchase. So I got this one for, I believe it was around 57, 58 bucks, which is not bad because most places right now are charging you right at, I've seen it up to a little over 80 bucks, and I've seen a few other sites running it, anywhere between 65, 75 bucks, but I guess they're holding pretty true on price. But enough of all that junk. Let's take it on down, look at it, and then, after we do our little look, we're going to be vaping on it. So let's take a look at it. So here's the device. Comes in this nice little packaging right here. So you want to slide that off. Has just a little information here on the back. As you can see, it runs from 5 to 75 watts. Resistance is from a 0.05 up to 2.5. And battery capacity is at 3.2 volts up to 4.2 volts. So, pop that off. Of course, you get your little information booklet with all your good stuff there. Of course, I'm not going to read all that crap. But it is a nice little manual. It does go, very in depth. So, get that. Get your little Sigelei warranty card. So, and here is the device itself. So, first thing, which is pretty nice, it comes with this little rubber boot. It's got all the cutouts for battery venting there. and there. It's got a cutout for your up and down and your fire button and your display screen. Now, I would like to state this because I just heard it. I bought this device, and up until yesterday afternoon, I could not believe it. Of course, you know me, I'm always checking other videos out, but no button rattle at all on this thing. And mysteriously, when I walk in the house last night, things are kind of quiet. I did something and kind of I thought I heard this thing, and all of a sudden the buttons start rattling. It's these right here. Not a real big deal, but you know, there was no rattling going on, so I don't know what had happened. I haven't dropped it or done anything to it, but you might anticipate, or there's a possible chance you're going to have the device for a little while with no rattle, and then you know you might start getting some button rattle on it. But like I said, it's not a big deal. So boot comes off real easy. It's a little tight at first, and for some people, be careful pulling it off. Like I said, and when I say some people, if you've never messed with a boot that fits tight on here, when you're pulling it and grabbing it right there, you can very easily rip it. But I've got a Vapor Shark, and it's also got the skin on it, so I'm kind of come to accustomed to getting things off like that. But all right, so here's the device. So the cool thing about this device, um, the doors. They're held on by magnets. So you have that, and bam, you got it like that. So the doors open up on both sides to reveal what's going on here. Now, this little base built around this is some type of, I don't know what metal, it's some type of very well constructed whatever it is. I can't bend that, or I'm not going to try that hard, but I don't feel any give in it at all or anything like that. So it seems pretty solid. So when my first time seeing this, I was thinking, oh crap, that's just not well made, and that's not going to hold up. But after getting the device and kind of being able to mess with it myself, it the construction to it's pretty well. It's a good deal. And these doors are like freaking heavy duty. Um, and this is what I was talking about with the doors. Like I said, these are in the silver. The black edition, all of this is black. Uh, and the third edition that they have that's on pre-order is the copper finished, and it's just on the doors. And I believe the mod itself will still be silver here, but it'll just be the doors that have a copper finish to it. I think there's a little something floating around on Google that you could actually type that in and just get some still shots of it. But I'm pretty happy with this color. I like it. Like I said, a lot of the sites are only offering this one in a silver, or they've only got them in the black. So, you know, you might have to do a little footwork and find it. But as I stated, the place I purchased mine had both of them in stock. But so this thing runs off a single 18650. And also, when you get this, I left one thing out because I have unboxed it already, but you will get this little cable with your device, and it'll be tucked in the door here when it comes. Uh, and that's only for charging that 18650. Now, this is just me and my opinion only, but I don't like charging batteries and devices, especially when I can pull them out and charge them on a charger. I prefer to do that. Now, of course, if you've got something that's built internal, you have to charge it that way, but it gives you the option to do, but that is only for charging. To my knowledge, this is not updatable. One quick thing while I'm thinking of it, there is something you can check on here. It's not secret information, but if you hold your fire button down and place your battery in, And right off the bat, this gives you the voltage from what it's showing. It's also giving you what it appears to be a manufacture date to it. So, and I guess the version of the chip. So you have that in there to look at. Like I said, the other thing to all this is the chip that's running inside this. A lot of Sigelei uses the Yihi chip, but this chip is still we're kind of on the wall on this one because some people have stated that it is a Yihi chip. Some people saying it's Sigelei's deal. I don't see any resemblance in this, and you'll see here in a minute that there's anything Yihi going on with this, but I don't have any concrete knowledge to it. I haven't seen anybody that really does. And until the manufacturer itself comes out and says, hey, yes, that is a Yihi chip in there, or hey, this is a Sigelei chip, whatever. That's the only knowledge I'll be able to go with. So I can't give you that information, and I've seen people talk about it. It's just, I don't know. But anyway, so let's get into this. I'm using the Samsung 25Rs in here. Got new ones for it. Now, oh goodness. It's not a struggle really to get that battery in, maybe because I'm making it look like it, but so there it is with your battery in. I'm going to go ahead and get these doors put on here. And what's neat about these doors is that they have two magnets plus these tabs sticking out right here. And I got some junk on there. And the tabs will line up with these holes right here and just pop it in. And man, the magnets on these things are nice. Now, I've seen somebody do a video, I think it was actually Mike Bates or somebody. He got to flinging his around a little bit and was able to make his door come off. I think that was one of his videos, but I don't plan on doing that. I've been keeping this in the sleeve also, but everything fits flush. There's nothing that overhangs. And it is really nice to have those doors to open like that, just for the simple fact that, taking the battery out, it makes it real easy. But so to power your device on, it's 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let her fire up. So as you can see right there, I was running it in temp. So very easy screen to read. You've got your battery indicator, your ohms, volts, temperature, and wattage. So if, let's say like you're putting an atomizer on here and you want to set the resistance for the coil, what you'd want to do is hold the fire button and the down. Oops, I need to put one on. Give me just a sec. So I'm running this crown tank with a nickel coil on it. There we go. So once again, you want to set the resistance. So if you press down and the fire button, and there is just a little bit of a trick to this. Make sure as you're doing this at the same time that you get your down button pressed maybe just a millisecond quicker than the fire button. So that's how you would set your resistance. So that's showing me at a 0.15. To change temp, well, first of all, if you want to come out of temp and go into power mode, what you want to do is hold down your plus and your minus for about 3 seconds. And it's going to ask you, do you want to go temp or power? So of course I want to stay on temp. Then hit your fire button. Also, you can lock the screen if you want, and how you do that is holding your up and your power button, and you've got it locked. And to unlock it, just press the down and the fire. Oh. Oh, mine has appeared. You're going to get to see a glitch on a video. All right. Let me hit you right back. All right. Sorry about that. My mistake, and you caught it on my review, but oh well. I was showing you about the lock and unlock. It's your up and your power, and then to unlock it, it's up and power again. So apologize for that. All right, so now we want to either be able to change temperature or wattage. So how you would do that, just very quickly press both buttons and you'll see your wattage button flashing. So you can click up and down and change wattage. If you want to change that again, hold them down and you can see where you can change, go up and down and change. Now the neat thing about this device, the memory to it will whenever you use your up and down, it will remember whatever last uh, area you were on. So say right now, if I'm doing my up and downs, it's going to remember I was still on temperature. So I can mess with the temperature. Um, and this thing is fast. So you're gonna have to learn how to play with this one a little bit. I'm getting a glare here. Hold on. Sorry about that, everybody. So I want to keep that on 470. And I'm going, and you got to be kind of quick about this or your temperature is going to change there. So you just want to, there we go. Now I'm back in wattage. I'm going to put that back on 46. And if you just hit your fire button, it'll fire. So pretty nice device. Like I said, it's built. I mean, it's built like, what can I compare this one to? That MVP, man, that thing's like a little brick. This thing, the weight of it, feels like a brick, but the construction to it, I mean, it's high quality. It's not crap at all, other than that little jiggling out of the buttons. But oh well, it is what it is. So all in all, pretty nice. It's got a kind of a metallic look there in the metal from the silver, so but pretty nice. So let's go up, vape on it, talk about it a little bit more, and I'll let you know what I think about it. So, like I said, pretty nice device. Let me give you a little size comparison on this. That's next to a Vapor Shark. And let me actually hold it to like this. That is level, and as you can see, it's maybe a ½ inch taller than a Vapor Shark, but and almost pretty much the same thickness too. And plus, if I put the skin on here, they probably would look identical in thickness, but uh, another size comparison. I seen somebody do this the other day, and I thought it was a pretty good one to really show you how small it is. There's an iStick 50. So if y'all know the size, of an iStick 50, that can really tell you how small this device is. So it's nice. I really do like it. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about the one downside to it. It's a single 18650 battery in it. It's a 75-watt device. If you run this thing in power mode like I started doing, and I was running Old Faithful on it, the Freemax Star at first, just could not keep up with it. I sucked the battery down, and this was not by any means chain vaping. In power mode, it sucks. That was only running at 50 watts. Now some people might say, well, hey, that's a lot of wattage for a single 18650. It sucked more than what it needed to be. So battery life. Temp Control. Now that's a little bit of a different story. Now, like I said, I've been running this at about 46 watts at about 470 degrees. Battery life's getting me maybe 3/4 of the day on one battery. Now, and it's hard to judge this. People vape in different styles. Some people never put the damn thing down. Some people are picking it up here and there. You know, it's whatever. I guess the only way you're really ever going to know what kind of life you can get is if you just go on and buy one. You know, I hate to say it like that, but it's too iffy because, like I said, people vape in different ways. So battery life, I'm telling you what I'm getting out of it. So if I'd have known about battery life like I do now, would I have still bought it? Yeah, probably so. It's still pretty nice. I've got other devices, so I've got other batteries, and that's another thing. I went ahead and purchased 2 brand new Samsung 25Rs. If you're leaving early in the day or whenever you leave and you're going to be away from the house for a while, and that's the device you take and you take nothing else, you better take another battery with you. That's what I need to say there. If you're a very, very heavy vapor, you might want to take 2 batteries to be safe. Just saying. You never can be safe enough with this stuff, but I generally try to keep maybe 2 mods on me when I leave the house anyway, but if I'm in a rush, I don't always get that option if I just grab something and go, but you're definitely going to have some extra batteries around on this one. If it didn't suck the life out of a battery, especially in power mode, to me it'd be the perfect device. I'd love it. I mean, I like it a lot anyway, but like I said, for it to be that ultimate device, I think even somebody made the suggestion on this one to have a 26650 in it. Now, if you could do that and it, give you good battery life out of it, that would be an awesome thing to think about or do. Or if, I don't know how you'd have to make the device a little bit bigger to maybe cram another battery in to run duals on this at this size, but we could sit here and invent crap all day long, but get a hit. But it puts down good power. It doesn't lag, doesn't hesitate. It gets right on it. And then Temp Control works just fine. Nothing crazy. No weird kicking in and out. To my knowledge, everything seems to be running top notch in temp control. And probably what this device is going to be to me is more my temp control device, just because, I mean, I got enough devices that'll run regular wattage mode. Um, so I just don't really need it out of this one. Like I said, it just eats the battery up too much. But I don't know if I really got anything else more about this one. Um, Also, too, I need to say this. I've kind of sat here and I don't want to give it a bad name or anything like that because of the battery, but I mean, it only makes sense. If you know about devices, you know about batteries, you know the concept of what things will and won't do, you got to understand a 75-watt device on a single 18650, if you're running it anywhere between 50 to 75 watts, it's going to eat a battery up. But like I said, if you get this device and you're somebody that only runs, 20, 30 watts, you'll get pretty long battery life out of it. But normally the people that are buying these devices are kind of maybe in that middle point now. I've got higher. I've got the IPv3 LI. Hell, it'll go up to 200. So, I'm kind of all over the map with my stuff, but I do like those stealthy vape little devices out there. Uh, Especially when I go to work, I like to have something real small I can keep in my hand. I don't care to carry, like a box or anything to work, but so it's pretty good to me. Oh, and before I end this, let me put this boot on so y'all can see that. Like I said, I've been keeping my boot on there too. It's pretty nice. It's not a pain in the ass of taking it on and off. So, you know, it's pretty neat. Like I said, it's a little brick though. And the size to it, small as hell. If anybody knows how big the crown is, you can tell right off the bat that's, you know, but it's nice. Well, I got some more reviews coming up. The crown will be coming up here pretty soon. Also, too, I've started a live show up, if y'all haven't seen. Uh, I didn't know what direction I was going to be going with all this. I just started off doing some, little small reviews on things because I am passionate about this. Um, but it's leading me down some different avenues that I'm trying out. And we are about to be, I believe, on the fourth or fifth show coming up this Thursday. We're trying to make it a weekly thing. Me and two others have come together, and we're seeing where this takes us, where it goes. So for all my subscribers out there, if you haven't seen it, try to catch us. It's kind of funny, but it just happens. All three of us are life beyond YouTube. Uh, Really, it allow the time constraint that we have. We have to do kind of a morning thing on a weekday. I realize most people are at work, all this and that. It's all good. You can catch it later on. That's why it's recorded. Uh, but we are trying to look at some things. Maybe get in a weekend show one night or something like that. We've got a little flexibility to things, but it just happens that we've been using Thursday mornings, 9 o'clock Central, to do this show, and it works for all three of us right now. But like I said, we're going to try to get in a weekend show when we can. So, like I said, we're just seeing where this leads us. I've enjoyed doing it. I'm learning things, meeting new people. It's been a great experience so far. So if you get a chance, check us out. We'll be on there again this Thursday morning. So, all right. Well, I'm done talking all this mess. Final thought. Go out and get the Sigelei. Go on and do it. Sigelei's 75 watt. I think y'all will be happy with it. Just stock up on some 18650s and, you know, it's all good. I have nothing more to say to y'all. So, as always, y'all have a great day, and we'll be seeing you later there.